after doing some stuff, making this area and thinking about some more numbers, I thought I'd make an updated thread on the idea of leveling up as well as the new shop layout. And yeah, there's a third thing, but I'm going to make a separate thread for that. So the way the new shop would look is you have this thing here, which is your starters. This here, which is the default starters. This is the things like redstone, ladders, tripwire hooks, things like that that we're just going to give to people because they cost so little to begin with. And, I mean, it's more fun if people have them. They don't really add that high a level of, like, they don't do too much. And then you got your perks, level, which we'll be talking about over there, and weapon name visibility. This is like if someone names their weapon and they get a kill with it, you'll see it in chat if you have this turned on. It defaults as off. When you go into the menu of this, I have a different video explaining that. But the idea is when you go into this, you'll have an enable and a disable button. It'll default be disabled. You have to enable it yourself. And clicking enable will give you a message in chat, and like the name of it will have it in it, like report inappropriate sword names. So apparently that's a big deal to people. So let's say that you click starters. I'm not going to go into perks in this video because perks are going to roughly stay the same. They'll have level requirements like everything else, but they won't have this upgrade system because this is only really for starters. So you click on this. Let's say you have your pickaxe. Of course, this would have every starter, every advanced starter, things you have to unlock. I think there'd be more than this amount, maybe. So they would have like an arrow for the next page, but I'm only showing the pickaxe because, yeah. So this is the pickaxe, and it'll show whatever you currently have on it. So this one has efficiency 1, fortune 2. Great. So, you click on it, and it brings you here. There's no thing, do you want to buy it or do you not want to buy it, because you don't buy stuff anymore. You unlock it through leveling up. So when you click on it, you either have it unlocked or you don't. If you aren't high enough level, when you click on it, it'll kick you out of the shop maybe and like bring up something in chat. I might say, like you have to reach level blank to unlock this. But the pickaxe, for example, you start with from the beginning as wood. So you get here and you have 3 things here. First thing you'll notice, the shiny thing, pickaxe. This shows that it's a pickaxe, and it shows the enchants that you currently have on it, and it'll show here how many points you've spent. 3 being the max. If you hadn't spent 3, this would either be red if you haven't unlocked the ability to spend 3, or it'll be gray if you just haven't put a third thing on it. So you only start with 1 enchant, and let's say that that's the only enchant you have. These 2 here would be red because you only have 1 thing you can put on it. If they were gray, they might be like, well, can I put something on it? But you can't. Okay. These are the enchants. These are the materials. Should have named those. So let's say that you click on materials. You get to this menu. You have wood here. There's nothing here because it's free, so you don't have to unlock it. Actually, shit. Oh my god. I just pretend that did not happen. Let's go there, then that, there. Sorry, I have what's it called? Inventory tweaks, or whichever the thing is that. Yeah. Okay. So wood, everyone starts with wood, so you don't actually have to unlock this one. Cobblestone, you do have to unlock, but you unlock it pretty early on in the game. Then we have iron, which is what this person has enabled. And as you can see, they each cost 1 point. That's shown by the amount of things you have there. So actually, in the beginning, this one would be. We'll start with. You would have this one with green. Well, it depends if we want to count wood or not. I'm thinking we shouldn't, just because it would be kind of cool to have an efficiency 2, unbreaking 3 wooden pick. But yeah, so you'd have a wooden pickaxe, and all of these would be red because you haven't unlocked anything. Then you go into this menu, and eventually you'll unlock stone, and you'll be able to enable stone. That'll cost you 1 point. Once you get iron, you'll enable that. It'll cost 1 point. So cobblestone to iron is a no-loss upgrade. You don't have to sacrifice anything to use iron, but it does take some playing to actually get iron. Then we have diamond, costs 2 points, and as you can see, you have to be level 6 to unlock these. This person is not level 6. You'll see later that they're level 4. Okay, now, so that's the bow. So it's just you click on the one, you click here for whichever one you want to enable, and then it'll put green on that. You can't enable this one because you have to be level 6. Now let's say that instead you clicked the enchantment table. Now you come to the enchants. We have Unbreaking 3, Fortune 2, Efficiency 1, and Efficiency 2. And as you can see, they can't use these because these are level 6. This one is just grayed out because they aren't using it, and they currently have Fortune 2 and Efficiency 1 on it, just like that says. Yep, the idea is that these like really good last upgrades are all going to be concentrated into level 6 or maybe level 7. I'm not sure about the exact things. The exact numbers will be in the thread. But the idea is that this level 6, or whichever the last level is only going to have upgrades that are really good. And most of them will be new. But it'll also have stuff that currently exists, like Feather Falling 10, Fire Prot 10. But it's also going to have the new things like the diamond material and stuff like that. It'll just be a really good upgrade, and it'll cost, thinking around like 10,000 kills. It'll be pretty high up. And it's not just kills. It's like 10,000 kills, maybe 1,500, 2,000 wins. It won't be easy. People should probably take about a year to get it, maybe. I don't know how long exactly. But, okay. Now let's say back here you don't click the pickaxe, you click the bow just to show what something else looks like. Here you have the bow. As you can see, this person's using all 3 points. And with the bow, it's slightly different. With the bow, there really is only enchants. You can't change the material of the bow. As cool as that would be, you can only do that in modded Minecraft. This person here, they have their bow, and they are currently using Power 2, Punch 1. They could also use Power 1, Punch 2, in case you couldn't tell, because I made it bad. Well, this person's dumb. They should use Power 1, Punch 2. So, let's make them a bit smarter. Punch 2 will be achieved after Power 1. I mean Power 2. Because Power 2 is a lot easier to get than Punch 2 if you're trying to get it without using a kit, but from just enchanting. And then you got Flame here. You can use Flame 1, but as you can see, it takes up all 3 things, and it's a level 6. So maybe you can get a Power 2 Flame 1 bow if you're on Loveland, or you spend like all of your levels on the bow. So it might be nice, but at the same time, I mean, you can get buckets early on. People have water, so Flame Bow isn't that useful compared to maybe like a Punch 2 bow. But there's people that'll find like use for it. Okay, so the last thing that I guess I'd want to talk about here is level. So when you click on level, you come to a menu sort of like this. The bottom here will be filled with a lot more stuff than just the gas tier. Huh. You can paint blocks. Okay, so here you see that this person's a level 4. Some of the stuff I showed in this isn't level 4, it's level 5. I just kind of messed up with the numbers. Then when you go here, you see that they are 90% of the way there, and they need to get 20 more wins. And that's one thing that I've been thinking about. Is instead of having it as a set number, such as level 6 being 10,000 kills and 1,500 wins, the idea would be... to level up, you need, let's say, to get to level 2, you need 150 wins, and that's way too much. 100, maybe 200 kills and 50 wins. It's not that bad to get to level 2. Now, let's say that when you get there, you have 60 wins and 200 kills. To get to level 3, you would still need to get, let's say level 3 is 5. Shit. Okay. Okay, let's say that level 2 is 50 wins and level 3 is 100 wins. if you get more wins than you need to get to level 2, you would still need to get 50 more to get to level 3. So it wouldn't be numbers like that. It would be something like level 1, you need to get, 10 wins and 50 kills. Then for level 2, you would need to get an additional 30 wins and 100 kills. So it's not that you need to get a certain amount, you need to get a certain amount more than the previous level. And the point of this is it would stop people from, like people who play in parties would have to play more just because you get less kills. And you wouldn't be able to offset that by like just playing solo, is you'd have to do that for each level. Um, Also, if someone carries you, let's say, and you AFK, you would only get wins. So you wouldn't be able to AFK for all the wins that you need, like to get all the way up to the highest level, and then get the kills. You'd have to, play in between and get kills. So it would sort of change that a little, and it would require you to get kills as well as get wins. It would also require you to win as well as get kills. So it would sort of incentivizing, play smart, play with people, but at the same time, not to play with a party of 6 because you won't get that many kills. So yeah, that's the idea. We would need really good numbers to go along with that. Just because if you have numbers that kind of, it's disproportionate, then you will end up with either it promoting solo play or promoting party play. And I think that we're trying to get away from promoting those. So yeah, that's the idea. Got a little off track at the end. But that's the idea of levels, it's the idea of material upgrades, and of course the thread will have actual numbers. And yeah, hopefully this is something that will be added in the next 6 years when they make the update.